Greetings, brothers and sisters. Well, let's start here with Hilaria J. Baldwin. Um, she's at it again in her stories, where she says, "You know how to tell when someone is miserable with their own life when they're looking for a way to destroy someone else's life." She's always complaining about trolls, right? She complains more about trolls than any other celebrity or person I know. Just don't read the comments, right? They're not destroying your life. Maybe they'd like to destroy your life. They're rooting against you, but they're not actively trying to destroy your life. You're the one who faked an accent. Your husband shot a coworker and was just a general a-hole for his whole career. That's why your life is, And how is your life destroyed? You're still worth tens of millions of dollars, have multiple homes, have all kinds of luxuries. How's your life ruined? Just stop posting on Instagram, right? And if you post on Instagram, accept that people aren't going to comment about what you're doing in a positive way, because that's just part of it. Then there's this one. Don't respond to those intentionally trying to provoke you, which is what she's doing by reposting this. There is no response that will help them connect to a better understanding. Not responding allows them to keep their drama where it belongs. Responding gets you tangled in it. Choose peace. She's never done that, right? She's constantly making videos about her trolls and the people who are trolling her. And by posting things like this, she's just letting the trolls know they got her, right? She's just letting them know that they're getting to her. And so, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, she's also always talking about how people have to be nicer and kinder and things like this. You just don't post about your fake life that you're trying to sell everybody as being glorious. Then you're not going to have people that come to your Instagram page who are going to be haters, right? Like, it's the fakeness, and, you don't get caught faking an accent and all these things. And, it's the internets. I don't care how hurt you've been. Don't let it make you someone you're not. Don't turn cold just because you were treated with coldness. Don't turn unkind because you were treated with unkindness. Know your boundaries, but don't punish yourself for the way the others treat you. I mean, these are all things she's posted on her stories in the past, 24 hours or something. Which brings us to one Britney Spears, who has a new dance video up, which I'll show you in a second. Now, I got an epic comment that I've been waiting to make add to this video since I received it about 3 hours ago. Boom, puts her hands out, gives herself a hug, then does it again, does the hug again, then comes up, smile, yes, all right, put her hands out again, then she's the door open, all right, I'm going to turn around, spin around, I'm going to jump back and forth, stick my tongue out, I'm going to wiggle my bottom and then smile and stick my tongue out because my kids love it. Then I'm back to hugging myself again. And so this is the kind of thing that we were talking about yesterday, right? You have teenage boys, and, she has teenage boys, messing around the garage gym. Then I suited up 2 months ago. You don't have to do any of this stuff. Just like Hilaria Baldwin. You don't have to go out and do things on Instagram. You don't have to. And I don't understand what the value of doing that is, right? Where you're pretending to have a life you don't have. You're pretending to be happy. You're dancing around, rolling around naked in Britney's case. Hilaria Baldwin pimping out her kids and showing everybody how glorious life is, married to a celebrity and all of it, right? Oh, yeah, you're making a little money. That's fine. But then treat it like a job and realize, you don't have to push the envelope so you alienate your kids, right, or your families or something, which we'll get into more in just a bit. But now the Island Boys.
Why did they delete your account?
Man, I'm locked up. They won't let me out.
The Island Boys are in some sort of dysfunctional musical where there's just one variation of the Island Boys song. The Island Boys. So they got to go to a county jail here and do a little video for Instagram.
Yeah, I'm locked up. They won't let me out. Can you free me? They won't let me out. They can lock down. They won't take my account. I can come.
The other island boy is getting ready here to say something.
I can't make no sound. Yeah, I'm locked up. They won't let me out. Or the big top police got my brother. They won't let him out. Just let him out.
His rehearsed song rap line was, "The something top police have got my brother. Just let him out. Just let him out." Right? That's his line. That's the line that he came up with to add to this wonderful song.
Man, I'm locked up. They won't let me out.
So I know this is fake, but do these guys know how jail works? I mean, they do have a Slurpee in there and a video camera, so we know it's just some island boy stunt, right? But does he know how jail works? They lock me up and they won't let me out. Yeah, you know how the judicial system works? I know you guys aren't rocket scientists, but there's actually, have you talked to a lawyer? Is there a charge against you? Have you gone to trial, right? Do you have legal counsel? It isn't timeout, right? I don't know. They put me in here and they won't let me out. I don't know. I've been here for like a day. I don't know what's going on. You're not put in timeout. There's actually a process here. Bail. Have you heard of bail? Like locked up. They won't let me out. All right, we got the gist, right? Why did they delete your account? Yo, if they really went to prison, they'd get turned out. No flow at all. Man, how you locked up with a big gulp? They got 7-Eleven in jail. You can fit between the bars. Locked up as he pushes the door open some more. Shaking my head, Durr. Akon rolling in his grave. Nothing but the office clips. All the top comments are negative. There was 2 fan comments in the whole thing, right? These guys get abused for their stupidity, for their suckiness, right, on a constant basis. And they're still out there pitching for Cameo, trying to make a living. And Hilaria Baldwin whines constantly, right? Because she gets trolled once in a while. These guys get no love, no support from the internet, and yet they're out there every day, coming up with bad rap, making fools of themselves. They don't care. They come back for more. Hilaria Baldwin whines about this. She gets a couple negative comments, and she says she's suicidal. These guys, they just make more crap. You can't stop the island boys. Wouldn't a camera be contraband in there? They allow you to upload on their Wi-Fi network too? All right, we know this is some kind of song they have going on here. This is the other guy, Kodiak Brad. Here they are doing this. On the jail phone hollering, who gonna free us? Then they're eating chips in jail. They left their shoes on. These guys giving the devil's horns when they're fake smiles. Devil's horns are, it's like right before he gave the devil's horns. And then boom, same thing here. Maybe those are supposed to be guns. And then there's that piece. Them island boys.
Oh, I'm a jacuzzi boy. Oh, I'm a jacuzzi boy. Oh, I'm just trying to make it. Oh, I'm a grandmama.
You know what's great about that song? It just works with everything. You can be an island boy, jacuzzi boy, tennis boy, pool boy. I mean, just anything you think of. And you can just sing a little tune. It just works.
Put my vest on, yeah.
He just said, I'll put my vest on, yeah. You need a vest, a life vest, in a jacuzzi. You think you might drown in the jacuzzi? Hey, you guys are talented enough to actually drown in a jacuzzi.
Oh, I'm a jacuzzi boy. Oh, I'm a jacuzzi boy. I'm laying in the hot old water. Oh, yeah, I'm doing now you got it. Now you seen the jets in sprays. I'm sitting on the bridge, okay. You gonna see how it really do grace. I'm a jacuzzi boy. I'm gonna do it while I lay old down. Oh.
They're actually doing more than one verse. And, like other rappers are very sexist and they are, they objectify women. And these guys are clear not to do that. They have a couple of Judes with them. They're not, these guys aren't doing that. They aren't falling into the old traps of the misogynistic rappers before them.
Oh, I'm a jacuzzi boy, and I'm just trying to make it. Oh, I'm a jacuzzi boy, we live that rich life, yeah. I'm a jacuzzi boy, how you see me? I'm gang sliding. You gon' see me like it's always one time, boy. You gotta keep that gun when you see me when you pull in the night. I'ma do this on my whole entire life, yeah.
Yeah, well, when you're homeless, not so much, right? I don't know where you guys got into this jacuzzi, but I mean, it's a short ride, right? You can't do those. You can't live off of those cameo videos forever. Is everything cringe with them? These are the top comments. So do they sleep in the same bed? No, just no. We let this first one slide. This one can't happen. Two guys in the back don't understand what they're saying. So there's a lot of misogynistic comments from people who are feeding into the old rap videos of having a lot of hoes in their videos, questioning whether the island boys like girls or can't afford them. This person, even I'm gay, and I don't get why y'all never with girls. There's multiple comments about that. Where are the women? I love this boy is what you should be saying. Every time I see these clowns in a jacuzzi, it's filled with dudes. Heck yeah, they sleep in the same bed. Never seen men chilling in a jacuzzi. Just four dudes chilling in a hot tub. And so, they don't get much love on Instagram. Me waiting for the FBI to raid Ghislaine Maxwell's client list. Next, I'm going to get to Trump in just a moment. Me as a sperm beating 3 potential presidents, Nobel Prize winners, and scientists so I can make memes for a small group of people online. That's kind of funny. Kim Kardashian is very supportive of Pete Davidson going to therapy. Kim Kardashian is very supportive of Pete Davidson's decision to seek help after being bullied by her ex-husband, Kanye West. That wasn't bullying. I covered this yesterday. Yeah, she is. She's sending more people. She's probably got, stock in reprogramming centers in Hollywood. She's sending more men to reprogramming centers. Trump fired up despite FBI raid has made up mind about 2024 run. Trump says his attorneys weren't allowed anywhere near FBI raid. Okay, when a big event happens like this, and it's political, which they all are to some extent, you have to ask yourself who it benefits, right? Does this benefit the FBI? No. Does this benefit the Democrats? No. Does this benefit the news media? No. It benefits Trump, right? Having the police come, the FBI come, makes Trump look like an outlaw. It makes Trump look like, all the disgruntled Republicans and truthers out there and people who feel like they're being targeted. I mean, even him being deplatformed, that's a win for him. Like, it's a loss for him in a way, being deplatformed because he can't communicate, but it also gives him street cred, right? It gives him, like, redneck street cred. And so with the FBI descending on him and then not finding anything, and then all the stuff that people are saying in the right about how Hillary never got, she had destroyed all these documents. She took classified documents on a BlackBerry, all these things, right? She opened up her own server, all these things that people think she should have gone to jail for. And she never got, the FBI never raided her house. So it's a kind of victim stuff. It makes him a victim, but also a rebel. So this is a win for Trump, right? I mean, this is the kind of thing that can generate political momentum and win back people that he's lost because of his position on the, what that he came out with, right? Operation Breakneck Speed or whatever it was. And then how he sold out his followers on the big night, that happened, that post-election thing, and how he just turned on his, disloyally turned on his supporters. And so this is going to win them all back because they're really upset at Jojo Magoo, and then this makes him look like he's some sort of outlaw, whatever it is, right? You always have to ask yourself, who benefits from this? Who is going to use this as a political tool, and what's the agenda that's going to come from this? In this case, this really helps Trump. So I did a couple of news reports. This is from CBS Sunday Morning. Again, a show that's even for an older audience than the regular news. This is about climate change. They got the little box here. And let's see what they have to say.
It's been a summer of weather extremes the world over, prompting some to warn that when it comes to climate change, the future is now.
Yeah, that's because your audience is so freaking old. Like the real effects from so-called climate change, they wouldn't even apply to them, right? But now you have to say it's happening right now because maybe they'll care about it, because some of them only have weeks or days to live.
In Las Vegas, Nevada, it's come to this. Around here, climate change has helped make water even more scarce. So under a new Nevada law, the grass has got to go.
Yeah, they shouldn't grow grass in the freaking desert in the first place. Like, what tragedy is that, right? Like, that's how you're leading off this report. Like, there's a big old, was this casinos in the background, right? And they're showing them shoveling up grass. Yeah, of course they should. Why are you growing grass in the middle of a desert when you have limited water? It's not a place where grass grows naturally, right? We lived out west. There were these little, we rented a house, and the whole street, there were little patches of grass. We had one that was like by 10 foot by 4 foot, 5 feet. Just a little patch, and there were sprinklers, and they went on automatically. And I'm like, why? Like, because it was always wet because the sprinklers, I mean, you couldn't sit on it. And it was just stupid. It's for people who love having a lawn where they lived before and think they're entitled to one even in the desert, right? It's just this. I don't know if there's anything else here. This guy.
It matters. 8 degrees colder, glaciers reach St. Louis. 2 degrees warmer, we're losing our coastline. Take it up a little higher. I don't even want to be around to see that.
He doesn't want to be around to see that. Just the warning to these old people. Here's some kind of demonstration.
You guys could see this coming, that you had to do something.
Absolutely, but we didn't need a crystal ball to know that we needed to prepare to protect our community.
And while scientists...
This must be the Hoover Dam. Anyways, so then there's Jeanne Moos. That I talked about this woman, and I found these very same videos, and then one of my viewers sent me the very same videos. I didn't get to this yesterday, but kind of funny.
Amid all the hoopla of CNN celebrating 35 years of itself, came this quiz question.
Exactly. Celebrate yourself.
Richard Roth is the longest-serving on-air personality currently at CNN.
This is the disgraced Jeff Zucker, who's now been fired for banging a coworker.
CNN. Who is second? Yes. Larry King.
Come on, Larry and his suspenders left CNN over 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Go ahead.
Jeanne Moos.
Correct. Jeanne Moos.
Oh, look at you.
Look at you. Why would you know that? Who even knows about this creature named Jeanne Moos?
You?
Their giant hands.
Look at me. I'm the one who's been at the network 34 and a half years.
34 and a half years.
Arriving at CNN from my first job in TV in Plattsburgh, New York. Like my friend here. Those pigs would prove prophetic. Animals have been a highlight of my CNN years.
She's done it. She's been on CNN for years with animals.
Have you ever committed adultery?
Some reporters pull out...
Why would you ask a monkey that's on your back that?
All the stops. I pulled out sharp objects at the Sword Swallowers Convention.
No, I don't want to.
You didn't want to, but you did a great job.
In the early days...
She's really into sword swallowing.
...of CNN, people called us Chicken Noodle News. I split my time covering both the silly and the serious.
Well, I'm Jeanne Moos, reporting live from the United Nations.
I've
Why would they ever have this person cover the serious?
worn a lot of different hats.
What?
Mostly to keep my hair down.
Hey, the wind just blows it up.
One of my hairiest moments was when I mixed up an ex-president with a then-current one.
President Reagan. Sorry, President Nixon.
I've been called worse than that.
I got to pick a lot
It's just hilarity.
of my stories, whimsical ones, like the life of a traffic cone, how they give up theirs to protect ours. And they spend their lives getting laid over and over.
Wait, you did a story on the life of a traffic cone? That sums up your career more than anything else.
What's the lifespan of a cone?
Over the years, I've probably done thousands of MOS, man on the street interviews.
You
Exactly. She's a man on the street.
are the world's most famous streetwalker.
And while other reporters are out risking life and limb, I just
She
risked
got bopped.
limb.
She seems to like to be mocked. Okay, just kidding.
Jeanne Moos, still at CNN.
Still at CNN. Jeanne Moos. Look at that giant mitt here. Here's another one of her excellent reports.
Who among us hasn't been guilty of assault on a ketchup bottle, but has technology finally caught up with ketchup?
Look at that thing slide. Amazing. Oh my God.
Amazing. Look at Jeanne Moos go.
Our long national nightmare is over.
Mechanical engineering students at
You know, they have squeeze bottles now.
MIT have come up with a super slippery coating that makes anything from ketchup to mayonnaise practically leap out of a bottle coated with the stuff.
Exactly. I bet it's completely not harmful at all.
They call it Liquid Glide.
Liquid Glide. Sounds really healthy for you.
It works on everything we've tried so far.
Yeah, so glass, plastic, different types of plastic, metal.
Even Tony Soprano would be beholden to these students. Look how annoyed Tony gets at the dreaded ketchup clog.
And if Carlos starts talking homicide,
Sure, there are techniques.
All right. So that's Jeanne Moos. Okay. So I got a great Britney Spears comment to get to. We find it here. Here it is. In all its glory. I'm just going to make it bigger. So this is to my last video about Pete Davidson and Britney Spears and all the things I said about that. I was talking about how Britney Spears' husband was defending her dancing around naked, and she on Instagram, and her sons didn't like it and didn't want to come see her because of that and other reasons. And this person says, you should really stop helping the powers that should not be calling Britney crazy. Okay, well, you should go back to elementary school and learn how to construct an opening sentence or just a sentence in general. You should really stop helping the powers that should not be calling Britney crazy. That's not a sentence. Like, you should really stop helping the powers that should not be calling Britney crazy. Who should not be calling Britney crazy? Is it me or the powers or both of us? Your sentence structure sucks here. But that's not why I'm... She was MK Ultra Ed, satanic ritual abused. All those things are just one of them. Was she MK Ultra or was she satanically ritual abused? And it's constantly under the wicked freaks that run Hollywood's thumb. Hollyweird's thumb. She is fractured. Please start asking people to pray for her instead of calling her names and making fun of her. Okay, so when I get a comment like this, I've been thinking about this since I got it. Like, how I'm going to make fun of it, right? And I don't want to miss, there's a lot of straight lines here, a lot of material, and I don't want to miss any of it because I can't come back and redo it. I mean, I can, but really usually don't want to. And so for her to say, please start asking people to pray for her instead of calling her names and making fun of her, you're at the wrong channel. So if there were two groups of people, there was a group of people that was wanting to make fun of celebrities and laugh at crazy celebrities like Britney in one group. And there were people who wanted to pray for Britney in another group. Which group do you think I would belong to? If I was going to join one group or if I was going to have people come to my YouTube channel, which is my preferred group? Is it group A, make fun of Britney, or group B, pray for Britney? Like, which group do you think is the majority of my audience here? Which group do you think this is? Where do you think you are right now? Do you think you're in the pray for Britney group, right? Do you believe that myself and the people who watch my videos are more apt to be praying for Britney or laughing at Britney because she's crazy? And especially the comments where people say they wait around for me to make a Britney dance video and make fun of her dancing, right? Like they literally, it's something when they see that Britney's in the title, they rush to my video to watch it because it's great fun for them. And so you're not in the right place. And for you to come in and says you should really stop helping the powers, that should never be a sentence that comes out of your mouth on this channel or your typewriter or your Google hole or whatever, your keyboard, because, there I don't have a suggestion box, and I made it clear I don't like these do-gooders who are not honest, and you're, dishonest, right? We'll get into that in a moment. There are many people on this planet that have tortured and MK'd by these 6 demented Satanists, and only by giving all to the Most High God have some of us been able to break free. Pray for her as well as all the tortured, traumatized, persecuted souls. You are very, very funny most of the time, and appreciate your reports on the freak shows. But this is the part I'm going to get into. But we need to expose the evil, not make jokes of the abused, lost people. Attention everywhere. Attention everyone. The Most High God, righteous judgment is coming quickly. Repent and turn toward Jesus Christ. Okay, so I didn't read the bottom part of the comment yet, but I knew that was coming. Something along those lines. And so the first thing is, I believe in the power of prayer. I believe prayer works. I believe that praying for other people is something that we should do and our duty. And I do it almost every night at 9 o'clock for 15 minutes, praying for the world to come to God. That's my contribution. I really don't care about other people, right? I mean, I think most people should watch this channel, should understand that. I just don't care. I don't care about Britney. I don't care about her. I don't want bad things to happen to people, and I don't want good things. Like I don't, like some people I enjoy a little bit more, right? Kanye, somebody like that, right? Don Pettit from NASA. There's some people I just like a little bit more. Some people I dislike a little bit more, but I don't, I don't get into wishing bad things on people or wishing good things on them, especially these celebrities. And for the most part, I don't care about people, right? And I also believe people kind of get what they deserve. And I don't want to say in some fire and brimstone way, but in just like whatever's happening in life, there's a plan, there's a system, there's a divine system, and things work out. Like if you do good things will come to you. You do bad things, if you do good things, then maybe bad things come to you so you can go further and higher up spiritually. That there's some kind of a plan. There's, some kind of, spiritual justice or whatever. And we all have to abide by our circumstances, as stressful, as shitty as they might be, right? And suffering sucks, but we all have to go through it. And in Britney's case, all the prayers in the world aren't going to help her. She's still going to be crazy. She's crazy today. She was crazy yesterday. She's definitely going to be crazy tomorrow. And so why are you talking about pray for her? What do you think is going to happen, right? Like we're going to pray her sane? You think everyone around the world could pray for Britney and pray her sane? And that I would make videos about that, because why would I want people who are like you and who are Britney fans coming to my channel? Like I don't. You understand that? I don't want Britney fans here. This is a place where, Britney is made fun of. And so is pretty much everyone else I cover here, right? And I've said it before, and you say it right here. When you say you are, where is it? It says, you are funny most of the time and appreciate your reports on the freak shows. See, you wouldn't have a problem with me making fun of Cardi B or Lady Gaga or any number of people who aren't like you, who you don't see as some Christian, some Southern Christian blonde girl that's like you. And I've had this a number of times with Britney fans. I say it all the time. You don't have a problem with the behavior. You have a problem with the subject, because the subject is somebody you identify with. What is she, from Louisiana or something? People who are Southern, around where Britney came from, or, they like Britney better than they like Lady Gaga. And so they don't care if Lady Gaga got MK Ultra'd. She deserves it. But Britney doesn't, right? And that's just hypocritical. Like, I at least am an equal opportunity mocker, right? And Britney's crazy. She does crazy stuff. And sometimes maybe I might feel not so great about it, making fun of her, because I know she's crazy. but that's very seldom. You know, like, I'm going to say this, and I'm making a Journey series video. I'm going to say it in there. I talk about this more extensively. You know, I have I could be an empath, except I don't really care about people, right? Like, I feel things because I have developed a sensitive heart from doing the heartfulness meditation. I feel things from other people and whatever it is, right? But I don't care. So I can't call myself an empath because I don't really care what happens to Britney. Like, I don't have any emotional response to Britney at all, right? I didn't really, I missed the whole Britney era. She's dumb and annoying, and I don't, it's just, I'm not a fan. I don't have any vested interest in what she does. Don't like her music. But I don't want anything bad to happen to her. Like, she is whatever she is, especially since she's kind of a cash cow for this YouTube channel. And so, I have a vested interest in her staying crazy. Of course, if she doesn't, great for her, right? I don't begrudge her sanity, but it doesn't look like she's getting saner. Like, it doesn't get better as you get older, especially for something like that. And she's got a lot of victim consciousness. She blames a lot of other people, but she doesn't take much responsibility for her own actions, right? She has money, and she can, she has the luxury to actually work on herself, but she still bouncing around naked, doing weird dances, and acting like a child. And if she has some sort of fractured personality, which is likely the case, that stuff isn't going to be healed by prayers or anything else. But first, this person says, I want you to pray for Britney. Okay, you want me to pray for Britney. But then you say at the end, but we need to expose the evil, not make jokes of abused, lost people. Attention, everyone here. The Most High God's righteous judgment is coming quick. Repent and turn to Christ. Well, what is it that you want me to do? Pray for her or turn to Christ? You want me to pray for her sanity so she can be so she can be sane for the end of days, and she can burn in hell as a sane person. So, like, what are you saying here? If the Most High God's righteous judgment is coming quickly, then why shouldn't I pray for myself? Right? Why am I wasting my prayers on Britney if the end of days is coming? Repent and turn to Jesus Christ. Anyways, you're not in the right place, right? And if you are, you just need to sit in the back of the room, be quiet, because I'm not taking any complaints and suggestions here. It's clear what I do, and you don't like it, just don't comment or don't watch it. I make that perfectly clear. I'm not forcing you to watch it, and it's funny. Like, Britney does funny stuff, just like the Island Boys do funny stuff, because they're crazy and stupid, right? Crazy and stupid is funny. It almost always is 100% going to bring some sort of humor. If you're crazy and stupid, and especially if you're famous, you have a place here on this YouTube channel. you have a reserved spot here because because it's just good-hearted fun for the rest of us. Only spirituality will save this world. It's Paul Romano, definitely pointing for the apocalypse and the ascension. Everyone have a blessed day and be grateful.